I was born, brought up in Delhi, and I started working, I think, in 2005, 2004, 2004, right out of college. And I was working with my best friend's mother, and her name is Anurita Segal, as her intern. Then I became a assistant coordinator, then a coordinator, then a production manager, location manager, then a line producer. So I just learned ground production, and then raised money and came to Bombay to produce my first film. I think my dad made me like this, and my dad would always teach me this, and he would always say, you know, you've gone to a good school, you've gone to a good college, you've studied enough, and you know enough. There's no way you will sleep hungry. You know, you will always have food, and you'll always have means to have food and a place to stay. So whatever you have, don't save, just live your dreams, just live today. And very early in my life, I lost both my parents, and I'm being their only child. It also kind of empowered me because they made me travel the world. As a child, I've been traveling, and they made me very independent. I was a DJ at 16, 17, then an insurance agent, then tried car rally, and then became an intern in a movie production house. I've been doing crazy things. But what I was trying to say was that they were always like, yeah, you want to do that, go explore it. You know, so it's always like, for me, the first thing is yes. It's an extremely isolating process, an extremely isolating, insecure process from script to actually the release and distribution. And it's always like, if you're trying to do something new, then you're just like blasted. You're just like, this won't work. That's the first emotion. This won't work, there's no precedence to this. So you're always on an insecure, self-doubt journey. In fact, I was burnt out, and I was depressed last 1.5 years. Right after Lunchbox, I was totally depressed because I just didn't know what to do when everybody really wants you to repeat the same thing again. I mean, for all your life, you work this hard to find a success, and then if there is success, then they want you to repeat it. And then you're not chasing that anymore, you know, and you have more dreams and you want to tell more stories. So an independent film is financed like, as each one of them is like a passion project. We don't really have structured financing entities in India. By that I mean structured financing is like a combination of bank, a combination of subsidies, some tax rebates, and an equity, then a debt, then a gap. We don't have these many layers in India. It's usually private equity, it's mostly private equity. There is no government funds. So there are a lot of people who want to invest in films, and you make a whole project report and a business plan. But also in India, people also want to work on bigger films, but then those bigger films are funded by studios. So there's always this whole conversation that keeps happening. I have gone and financed films on Facebook from my friends, and I mean, we wanted to make a couple of completely indie films on our own, no questions asked. So we financed it from Facebook, where 10 people came and gave $20,000 each, and then press covered it, and more people came along. And then the film is called Peddlers, and that went to Cannes with Gangs of Wasseypur. But we need to be very mindful of this one fact that I learned from Anurag, which is a term called responsible budgeting. You know, at the end of the day, we're very mindful of the fact that this money needs to go back. So how much can you make a film in? And that means calculating backwards and then deciding our life for those many years. The commitment to that film is as based on that decision. That, you know, we're not here to indulge. We're here because there is a commerce, and we're here to find the middle way and keep working. Most important for me is honesty, because you really need to be true and honest to the whole process, because it's a very long drawn out process. You start with a certain agenda, and I've seen so many people, their agendas change by the end of it because something's getting popular or something's not getting popular, you know. It's like, it's a long drawn out process. So the first thing is honesty towards the material, towards the film, and staying true to why you're making this and what the reasons are, and staying true to those reasons. Those reasons are to make money, to make name, to go to festivals, to reach out to a worldwide audience. we should know it for ourselves on where we are heading with this. Well, the number of women are increasing, I have to say that, and I actually say this to a lot of people, that this industry is actually very nice, and I would tell people to come and work on this, because I've had everybody empower me. I mean, there's Anurag Vasan, and everybody around me has actually empowered me to go do my work, and I feel that it's amazing. I mean, I mean, I don't come from a film family at all, so of course there is that fear. Oh my God, what are you doing in Bombay? But you know, that's like any place, and I've traveled a lot of the world and met a lot of people. I just think this industry is extremely liberating. It is quite cool. Just be honest, just be true to your dream, to your passion. Just know what is that dying, burning thing that you want to wake up every morning and be like, I can do that. Once you find that, there's no going back from there. And just be honest and true to it, because there's just, actually there's a dearth of honesty. And it's actually that simple. That if you love what you do and you're honest about it, people see it through, and you get more chances and you get more opportunities, and it's just the beginning. So yeah.